Hi, I'm Ariana. I've spent the last decade climbing the corporate ladder to become the marketing executive I am today. Corner office, team of 15 under me, and barely enough time to breathe between campaign launches. That's the life I built. Babe, I'm going to be late again. Johnson wants the Nexus presentation revised by tomorrow morning. I was on the phone with my husband Tom while packing up my laptop. Again? That's the third time this week. I've got clients waiting on those portfolio projections too, you know. That's Tom for you, brilliant investment banker. Terrible at hiding his frustration. We were both drowning in our careers, and our beautiful downtown condo was starting to look like a disaster zone. Maybe we should finally get some help around here. I can't remember the last time either of us had time to actually clean. You mean hire someone? I guess we could afford it now. 2 weeks later, Bella walked into our lives. Mid-30s, cheerful, with glowing references and a way of making you feel instantly comfortable. I understand busy professionals. My job is to make your home life seamless so you can focus on what matters. She was perfect. Suddenly, our place was spotless, fridge stocked, laundry done. She even left little notes with dinner instructions. Tom was thrilled. Have you noticed how much easier everything is now? Bella is the best decision we've made in years. I had to agree, until things started feeling off. Did you move my silver earrings? The ones my grandmother gave me? I asked Tom one morning. Why would I touch your jewelry? Did you ask Bella? Oh, I found them in the guest bathroom. So strange, I never take them in there. Then my favorite lipstick disappeared. A week later, Tom's vintage watch went missing for 2 days before reappearing in his gym bag. I swear I looked there 3 times, he said, confusion all over his face. We started having these weird arguments, too. Bella mentioned you were upset about me missing dinner last night. I looked up from my coffee. What? I never said that. You told me you had that client meeting. That's not what she said. She said you were complaining about me working late again. Things I supposedly said to Bella about Tom. Things Tom allegedly told her about me. Small at first, then bigger misunderstandings. You know, Bella thinks you're avoiding dealing with the mortgage refinance. That's funny, because she told me you thought the whole idea was stupid. We'd never argued like this before she came. One evening, I came home early with a migraine. The house was quiet. Bella wasn't supposed to leave for another hour. I found my jewelry box slightly open. Nothing seemed missing, but everything was shifted, like someone had been carefully looking through it. Later that night, I couldn't sleep. Something kept nagging at me. I got up to get some water and noticed Bella's cleaning caddy in the hall closet. Curiosity got the better of me. Inside, tucked underneath the rags, was a notebook with what looked like a detailed inventory of our possessions. I closed the closet quietly and returned to bed, my mind racing. Something wasn't right in my home, and I was starting to think our perfect maid might be behind it. The next morning, I tried talking to Tom about what I'd found. You're seriously snooping through her stuff now? Come on, Ariana, that's crossing a line. It's not snooping when it's in our closet. Why would she have a list of everything we own? Maybe it's for cleaning purposes? Inventory of what products to use on what items? You're being paranoid. That became his favorite word. Paranoid. Every time I brought up something suspicious about Bella, Tom shut me down. My best friend Maya noticed the tension when she came over for coffee that weekend. Okay, what's with the death glare you gave your husband when he mentioned how great Bella is? I thought you loved having help. Something's off about her. Things keep disappearing, reappearing, and somehow Tom and I are fighting more than ever. Maya leaned forward. Trust your gut. My cousin hired a housekeeper who ended up stealing prescription meds. What's your evidence so far? I showed her the notebook I'd found. Maya flipped through it, her eyebrows rising. This is detailed. Why does she need to know which drawer you keep your passport in? 2 days later, Tom's brother James came for dinner. Bella had prepared everything before leaving, and James couldn't stop complimenting the meal. So this miracle worker, Bella, does she have a sister who's single? Because this food alone? She's amazing, Tom said. She's something, I muttered. Later, while Tom took a call, James pulled me aside. Hey, is everything okay between you two? The vibe is weird. We've been arguing a lot since Bella started. Interesting. She seems a little too perfect, you know? Like she's trying too hard. Also, I could swear she was taking pictures of the study when I walked past earlier. That same week, I ran into our neighbor, Mrs. Chen, while getting the mail. Your new helper has many visitors to your home when you're away. What do you mean, visitors? Different man comes twice now. They talk outside very serious. Last time he gave her something, package. The final straw came when I overheard Bella on the phone in the laundry room. They're completely clueless. The wife is getting suspicious, but I've got the husband wrapped around my finger. 2 more weeks should do it. I confronted Tom that night, my hands shaking. I literally heard her plotting something, and Mrs. Chen says she's having men visit our house when we're gone. Mrs. Chen is 80 and watches spy movies all day, and you probably misheard. Maybe Bella was talking about another job. Why are you defending her? What has she told you about me? Tom's face hardened. Nothing I didn't already know. That you're stressed and taking it out on someone who's just trying to help us? The next morning, Bella caught me crying in the kitchen. Is everything okay? You and Tom seemed tense last night. We're fine, I lied. He mentioned you've been feeling overwhelmed at work. Men don't always understand how much pressure women are under. If you ever need to talk. Her sympathy felt calculated now. Later that day, she casually mentioned, Tom was upset about the credit card statement. He didn't want to bother you with it since you've been so stressed. We didn't have any credit card issues. She was making things up. That night, I made my decision. Bella had access to our home, our belongings, our schedules, and somehow our relationship. If Tom wouldn't believe me, I'd get proof he couldn't deny. I was going to find out exactly what she was up to. I waited until Tom had a business trip, and Bella had her day off before installing tiny cameras in the main areas of our home. The footage I captured over the next 3 days confirmed my worst suspicions. Bella was methodically searching through our belongings, trying on my jewelry, browsing Tom's files, and photographing our financial documents. But what infuriated me most was how she manipulated us. Did Tom mention being upset about the dinner reservations you canceled? On camera just an hour earlier, Ariana said she's too busy for dinner tomorrow. She thinks your work events are boring. Complete lies to both of us. I compiled the most damning clips and waited anxiously for Tom to return. I need you to watch something, and don't say anything until it's done. Ariana, if this is more about Bella, just watch. His expression transformed as the footage played, disbelief to shock to anger. When he saw Bella pocketing cash from his wallet, he was livid. I can't believe I defended her. I'm so sorry I didn't believe you. She's been playing us against each other. All those arguments, they were because of her lies. We contacted Detective Rodriguez, recommended by Maya. He reviewed our evidence with a grim expression. This is methodical? The way she's dividing you, cataloging valuables? I've seen this pattern. This isn't opportunistic stealing, it's calculated. So we can arrest her? Tom asked. For what we've seen? Petty theft, maybe, but she's documenting everything for something bigger. If you want real justice, we need to catch her in a significant crime. What are you suggesting? I asked. Set a trap, make her think you'll both be gone. Leave valuables visible but documented. My guess is she's working with others, those men your neighbor mentioned. Tom suggested our upcoming Chicago conference. Perfect, Rodriguez said. Book tickets, make sure she knows about it. Talk about it openly. We spent days preparing. Rodriguez helped document every valuable and installed additional cameras and a silent alarm system that would alert police without Bella knowing. What if she doesn't take the bait? Tom asked. She will, Rodriguez assured us. She's been setting this up for weeks. The inventory, the photos. She's waiting for the right opportunity. The night before our fake trip, Bella was extra helpful. Don't worry about a thing. Your home is in good hands. If only she knew what was waiting for her. Our bags were packed, tickets confirmed, and Detective Rodriguez had a team ready. All we needed now was for Bella to make her move. Tom and I sat in a surveillance van parked 3 blocks from our house, watching the live camera feeds with Detective Rodriguez and his team. We'd left that morning with our suitcases, waving goodbye to Bella, who promised to take good care of everything. "Movement at the back door," one of the officers announced. It was just after 10 p.m. The cameras showed Bella entering through her key, but she wasn't alone. Two men followed her inside, one tall with a buzz cut, the other heavy-set with a beard. "That's Marco and Denny," Rodriguez said. "Known associates in 3 other home robberies. We've been trying to connect them for months." We watched as Bella directed her accomplices through our home with shocking familiarity. "The jewelry is in the master bedroom, top dresser drawer. Focus on the diamond pieces first. Denny, you take the office. The safe is behind the Rothko print. Code is 5821. That's where they keep the cash and the wife's grandmother's jewelry collection." I gasped. "How does she know our safe code? We never told her that." "She must have watched you open it," Tom said, squeezing my hand. Bella continued. "We've got 3 hours before the neighbors get suspicious. The alarm system is disabled. Marco, grab the electronics from the living room. The signed baseball collection in the den is worth at least 20 grand. They worked methodically, packing our belongings into duffel bags. When they started loading our personal documents and identity information, Rodriguez radioed his team. "Move in, now." What followed was like something from an action movie. Police officers swarmed our house from all directions. Bella and her accomplices were caught completely off guard, surrounded with our possessions literally in their hands. When we arrived at the scene, Bella's face went pale seeing us. "But you're supposed to be in Chicago." "Surprise," I said, feeling a wave of satisfaction. Rodriguez updated us as his team processed the crime scene. "We found a notebook with information on 7 other families they've targeted. Same MO. Bella gets hired as household help, creates tension between couples, documents valuables, then brings in the crew when both homeowners are away." The evidence against them was overwhelming. 3 months later, we sat in the courtroom as the judge handed down sentences. Bella got 8 years for organized theft, conspiracy, and fraud. Marco and Denny received similar sentences. "The defendant's systematic approach to betraying the trust of her employers is particularly troubling," the judge stated. "She didn't just steal possessions, she deliberately poisoned relationships." After the trial, several of Bella's previous victims approached us. "You guys saved our sanity," one woman said. "We divorced because of the fights she caused. Now we understand what happened." The ordeal changed Tom and me. We had painful conversations about how easily we'd turned against each other and how we needed to communicate better. "I should have trusted you," Tom said one night as we reorganized our now returned belongings. "You knew something was wrong and I dismissed it." We both got played, but we figured it out together in the end. Our home feels different now, not just because we're more careful about who we let in, but because we're stronger as a team. No manipulator, no matter how clever, can come between us again. What would you have done if you were in Ariana's shoes? Would you have continued investigating on your own? Or would you have left when your partner refused to believe you? The way we handle trust and betrayal reveals so much about our relationships. If this story resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever had your instincts dismissed by someone close to you, only to be proven right later? Thanks for watching until the end. If you enjoyed this revenge story, hit that like button and subscribe for more stories of justice served. New videos every day.